This program is brought to you by UCKG.
It's happening in every neighborhood.
Open the door! Who is it? Huh? This is why you really want to leave me. No, I didn't.
Down every street. Sickness, addiction, and violence has been turning countless homes into crime scenes. Suffering, depressed, alone, suicidal.
A very good morning to everyone. Welcome to our program, Problems and Solutions. It's a pleasure to be with you in this Wednesday. And the pleasure to be with you is because through this program, we are giving to you the opportunity to have a new life. Like the Lord Jesus said, I came to give life and life more abundantly. You know that this abundant life you don't find in people or in places. You can find only through the Word of God. And I'm going to show you right now stories of people that found this life. Stories of people that found this life. They found the Holy Spirit. They found the presence of God. They found a new life. People that were desperate, people that were to the point of giving up. But the moment that they found this life, they decide to give their step of faith. Watch careful and see what God is doing nowadays. If in the meantime you want to be in contact with us, below your screen, there is our telephone number.
My journey started in my parents' house. I used to see my parents having constant arguments, daily arguments. My mom would always complain about my dad, addictions, affairs, his lack of love and care for the family. I was very young when I met this boy, he was a bit older than me. He was involved with gangs, and this took me to be involved with gangs as well. Drug addicts, toxicodependents, people involved with prostitution. My involvement was so much that I got myself addicted with cigarettes and alcohol. This relationship became abusive. He was aggressive due to the drugs and alcohol and all of his involvements on this. He became very aggressive towards me and the children. After a few years of fight, of hard work to change this relationship, it didn't work. I had to finish with it. We'd end up separating. A couple of years after, I've met Ricardo with the hope that I will be happy now. Unfortunately, sometime after, I found out that he was involved with drugs. He was a humanizer and he loved night clubbing and nights out. When we came to the church, we received advice, help to transform, to change our relationship. I was encouraged to fight for it. That's when I realized as well that I had to change myself, the attitude, the luggage that I was carrying from my past, the low self-esteem that I had within me. I had to remove it and trust and believe again that it was possible to be happy. And this was what helped me to actually accept the transformation, accept the fight. Today we have a wonderful relationship. We are married and very happy. We work together, we make decisions together. We are a team.
I cannot expect more. Keep dreaming to get better and better with the years come in the presence of God.
My problem was the tops of my feet was all numbed, and when I was walking around, I couldn't even feel the stairs in the house. So I went to my doctors and she said, you've got diabetes and what it's done, it's affected the tops of your feet, and the little veins in your feet, it's more or less destroyed them. So I said, cool, and what with the pain, I can't sleep of a night even. So she said, oh, what we can do then, she gave me about nearly 100 painkillers, which I only took a couple because I thought I'm not going to continue taking all these painkillers. It was like sharp pain. It looks like someone was going to cut your foot off. That's how sharp it was, the pain. And you couldn't even sleep of a night with it. The turning point for me is when I was outside and it was the Rainbow Theatre, and then I thought I'd come in to see what it was all about, because I used to come in here as a boy when it was a cinema. And then I thought I'd come in to view it because I was looking for a great church, but I could understand what the bishop was talking about, and it puts your mind in rest. So I thought I'd come in, and like I say, when I did come into the church, it was the church for me, because I could understand what the bishop was talking about. The sound in the building was so great. Because it was a cinema, he didn't have to speak so loud, and everyone could hear what he was talking about. When I did leave the place, when the bishop did pray for me, and I went outside, all my feet was back to normal, and they've been back to normal ever since. And I haven't had no problems. Tablets and everything's gone back. I don't take no more. So, like I say, I'm back to normal and can walk anywhere and go up and down stairs, no problems. And that was through the power of God in this church, what's helped me out and got me out of trouble.
Depression. There are many possible causes of depression. It's believed that several different forces can interact to bring on depression due to the millions, even billions of chemical reactions going on in our brain that can affect how we process situations and experience life. Whether it be traumatic moments or simply just seasons changing, all is said to be causes of depression. The perplexing studies behind depression certainly shouldn't be dismissed, but beyond the physical factors of mental illness come the spiritual factors. Behind all the physical aspects of depression is an evil spirit that brings constant thoughts of sadness, crying spells, insomnia, discouragement, and forces you to do your best to manage the symptoms and hope things get better eventually. Depression has stolen your joy, hobbies, pleasures, quality time with family and loved ones. Depression has stolen your life, and it's not fair. You feel devastated, misunderstood, and alone. You've tried doctors, medication, and just shaken it off like everyone says, but nothing works. You're exhausted and longing to go back to a time when you were once happy. Join us at a universal church near you. We have an inspiring message and strong deliverance prayers for you or a loved one you know who is currently experiencing depression. Don't lose hope. We know there is a way out of depression. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Depression can be defeated. It's time to end depression and begin living.
My life was really tormented. I was losing my home. I had a boyfriend who had just left me. You know, I drank to give myself confidence. My name is Milena Lopez. My life was really tormented. My love life, my financial life. I was losing my home, a brand new home I had just bought. I had a boyfriend who had just left me. I was angry inside. I held grudges. I had a great job. I was making money. I felt like every time I made good money, my checks would come in, I would have them deposited into my bank account, and they would just go. Like there was a hole in my pocket. There was a hole in my wallet. I couldn't get ahead, even though I had a good job, a stable job, and I was making good money. My love life was also real tight. I felt like I was meeting new people. I was going on dates constantly. I had boyfriends. I would have boyfriends for short periods. Nothing ever lasted. Nothing fulfilled me. There was not a human being that could give me what I felt like there was something missing with every relationship, with even friendships. There was just a hole. I felt like I was at the bottom constantly. I was begging people to give me attention and affection. After my father passed away, I was drinking a lot more. I would go out and I would find myself at the end of the night in the bathrooms crying on the floor, throwing up. You know, I drank to give myself confidence. Whenever I'd go out, I couldn't just go out and have a good time and socialize. I felt like I was constantly in a different skin. So I was a chameleon. Every time I'd go out, I would pretend to be something or somebody else. So I would be getting drunk every time I went out. I couldn't go out, going to the movies, going to dinner without getting drunk. I was listening to the message, I was coming, I was doing my chain of prayers. I was seeing definitely a change in myself and in my life. Doors were opening. I tried to come to the church more, listen to the services in different ways, really disconnect myself from things that pollute my life, my mind, and my spirit. So as I sit there in the services and I hear the testimonies, it gives me strength to say, wow, I can be there too. I can glorify God with a testimony and have it shared with others to encourage others. Today, I'm married, happily married to a man of God who fulfills me. I have a child, we have a child together, we have a brand new home, we have cars, we have 2 new cars, and we're constantly growing in our financial life, our love life, our spiritual life. There's peace in our home, which is priceless, happiness. God opens doors for us and allows us He teaches us how to use our faith and put our lives on the altar to open any door we want. Today, we live in our dream home. You know, we have a 4-bedroom, 2-story house that we're going to be putting a pool in. We're redoing the whole basement as an additional rooms. I mean, our life is complete.
This life more abundantly, only the Holy Spirit can give. As you saw these stories, these people that found the Holy Spirit, found the presence of God, found the Holy One that can really transform. And the moment that you find God, it's impossible that your life stays in the same way. And I'm not here to promote to you any religious. If you notice on my words, we are here promoting to you a faith, a God that is able to transform people's lives. And God don't care who you are, what you did, what is your religious, what is your past, your background. God don't care about anything else. God just wants you to believe in Him and to give to Him your step of faith. The doors of the Universal Church are open to you. And if you want help, the Universal Church are here, and we are here through the power of God to help you. And surely that your life will be transformed. Here in Stockholm, we are open every day at the Birger Jarlsgatan 106. We are very close to the t-bana Tekniska. And in Göteborg, we are there on Sundays. And the address is Ringögatan 13, Infart 7. By the way, tomorrow, Thursday, we have the prayer for the family and the love life. How many people are not happy in that area? Maybe you are watching me in this moment and the love life has been your point, your pain. The love life has been the torment that you are living. Maybe in your family, you are a mother fighting for your child, fighting for your parents, fighting for your marriage. Maybe you are alone, you feel alone, that nobody can come take care of you. Maybe you've been in a relationship where you suffer and you don't want to enter in the relationship anymore because you are afraid to suffer again. Give a chance for the God of love. Because when you solve the problem that is inside, you are able to solve everything that is outside. This is what we're going to talk about tomorrow, Thursday, at the Therapy of Love at 7 p.m. The Love Therapy at 7 p.m. You are our guest. Like I said, our address is Birger Jarlsgatan 106. For more information, visit our website, uckg.se. Have a good night, and may God bless you.
I'm not leaving this hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter.
If you want out, that's fine with me.
This program is brought to you by UCKG.